If you trade gold or you want to trade gold, I've got two trading strategies that I use to consistently grow my trading accounts and run a VIP trading room with over 1,000 members that I'm going to give you absolutely free. I've been trading for 16 years and I trade live on stream every week in front of thousands of traders with a win rate of over 82%, and you can verify that yourself. All the streams are still on YouTube today, but I'm not promising or guaranteeing you can have results like mine. I just hope that you can take one or two things you like from my gold trading strategies and add those to your trading plan. Just smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's start with the gold trading strategy number one. Let's jump right in here with day trades and swing trades. Gold strategy number one. The first phase, we're looking at support and resistance. So step one, we want to set up support and resistance zones on the M30 or the H1 time frame. As you can see here at the top, I'm on that hourly time frame, H1. So first, let's draw our level of support. It's a pretty obvious level right here. This support level was respected here, 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 respected as resistance here and here, as support again here, here, and here, and price just pulled back to that level again right there. So this support level is our point of interest. Now we're buying here, so resistance doesn't matter that much, but you can see we do have a bit of a resistance level around here. Now for step number two, we just want to wait for price to pull back and tap into that zone, that point of interest. So as I zoom in here, you can see that's exactly what's happening as price is coming down and it's tapping into our point of interest. So this brings us all the way to phase number two. Very simple, move to the M5 or the M10 time frame. So let's just go up here and click M5. I'm just going to reset the chart view. Now we're on the M5 time frame. It looks great. So let's move to step two. Let's identify a trend line with 3 touches or at least 2 touches. That's okay as well. So let's draw the trend line from this wick right here, drag it down right there. You can see it's containing price just perfectly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches there, a solid trend line. And basically what this trend line is doing right here is it's containing price. What we want to see is the price break through that trend line, and then that's going to give us confirmation that the price can move in the opposite direction. We have that shift of market structure. So those steps are done. Let's swing right into phase number 3, entries. Step 1, we're waiting for the price to break the trend line. So let's zoom in a little bit right here. And let's play that out, and you can see that's exactly what we get right here. We get the price break and close above that trend line. That's an indication that the market is ready to shift in the opposite direction. We have this significant pullback right here to our point of interest, and we just need a few multiple confirmations to get into the trade. The next step is we can enter the trade at the retest or at an engulfing candle. So on this trade, as I zoom in right here, you could see we had the candle close above our trend line right there, and then I waited for the price to return back to the trend line, retest the trend line right here. That's where I entered the trading position. You can see this is an actual trade that I sent to over 1,100 members in my VIP gold room. You can see this is that exact trend line, my entry price, and the 2 target profits. After a couple hours, I moved my stop loss to the entry price right here, hit my first take profit for 600 pips a few minutes after that, and I'll show you the final result in a second. So now we have our entry, and we can come over here to profits and stops, phase 4, setting the take profit and stop loss. That's step 1. So this red box right here is our stop loss, and you can see I simply put it right beneath that support zone to be safe. That basically means if all of the reasons we took this trade didn't work out and the price came down here, then our idea is invalid and we lost the trade. It's that simple. But what we're really focused on here is our take profit, right? You can see I didn't target all the way up top right here. I targeted this area right here because there was a fair value gap. you could see right here as I zoom in on this candle right here, you could see we have a fair value gap right there. I was expecting it to get filled. And we also had a lot of consolidation at this area that could act as a resistance. So as I scroll over here, you can see I have my take profit at this level right here. Now, step 2 is simply managing the trade, right? Taking partial profits, setting break even to protect those profits and push forward. So as I come back to this trade right here, you can use a Fibonacci extension. You can see I just draw this from the bottom of the stop loss to the top of the stop loss, and that'll give us a quick exit at 0.5 right here. So let's play this out right here, and you can see what happens. We come and we hit that 0.5 right about there with that big candle, smashing my take profit 1. At this point, I've made some profit, and I could take my stop loss and pull that all the way up to break even. So this is now a risk-free trade. And you can see here in the Gold VIP room, this is exactly what I did. Moved that stop loss to the entry price right about the time where I hit my take profit 1. If you want to learn more about the Fibonacci extension, make sure to watch the last video. I went through that and every other indicator that I use in my trading. So at this point, there's nothing else to do except watch the rest of that trading position. Hopefully it doesn't come back to that break even, because then we would only make the take 1. But on this one, you can see we smashed take profit 2 right there for a huge win. And that was also reported in the VIP Gold room right there, as you can see, 2,219 pips, a 1.8% gain. And this trade was copied directly to my account. Watch the last video for the trade copier. It's absolutely free for you to download. And finally, step 3, you buy yourself a supercar. Okay, I'm just kidding, but I do hope this gold trading strategy helps you achieve your dreams. Okay, now before I get into the second gold strategy, the scalping strategy, I'm going to show you another day trade with the original strategy really quickly. So you remember, step 1 was setting up that support and resistance. You can see right here, we've got a very clear support level. Then what are we doing? We're waiting for price to pull back to our point of interest like it just did. Then we're moving to that M5 time frame. And what are we doing now? We are setting up our trend line, which looks something like this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and then price breaks through our trend line right here. Again, this was another VIP trading signal. You could see this is the exact signal with the entry price and multiple profit levels. You can see here the entry was a little bit different. This time I entered on the engulfing candle. You could see this candle right here is completely engulfed by this big green candle right there. That tells us we have positive momentum. It's just another reason to enter a trade. So at this level right there is where I entered my trade. Using my Fibonacci extension right here, you can see I decided to exit my trade for TP1 at about 0.5 right there. As we play it out, you can see that happened very, very quickly. So just 5 minutes after the buy limit order was triggered, the stop loss was moved to the entry price, and we hit our TP1 right here very, very quickly. At this level, what do? I set my stop loss to break even. So now I've taken profit right here, and I could let the rest of the trade play out. Push, push, push. Come all the way down, almost tapped that break even, didn't, and then smash that second take profit right there. As you can see in that VIP Gold room right there, smashing that take profit. So that's the first strategy. Now, before I get into the second strategy, if you're wondering where I trade, if you're looking for a place to trade, I recommend the Fintura brokerage. The link to that is in the video description. The spreads are low, the commissions are low. It's the best trading platform in the business, and registration is absolutely free. So click the link in the description now and sign up. Now, let's get into strategy number 2. Now it's time for everybody's favorite strategy. I literally have 4 DMs this morning from people using this strategy, winning trades, and sharing that with me. So let's jump right in right here. You know we're using the orb. Phase 1 candle. We're looking at the 15-minute candle at the 9:30 a.m. Eastern New York Stock Exchange open, and we're marking up the open range. So first come to the bottom right here, select UTC -4 New York. Then you're looking at the 9:30 to 9:45 candle. You can see 9:30, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So let's set the 15-minute time frame and let's get our 15-minute candle. You could see it's going up, it's going down, and it is setting our range, okay? So now this candle gave us the range high and it also gave us the range low. Now step 3, we're coming to the M5 time frame. We're waiting for a break and close above or below the range. So let's come to the M5 time frame. Now we want to see the price break above or break below to give us our direction on the day. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. You can see we get that candle break and close. That's what we're looking for, right? We got the break. We want the candle to break and close. We don't have that until right there. That is our break and close, right? The candle broke through and it closed. That tells us we're bullish for the day. We want to be buying. It's that simple. Phase 1 is done. Over to phase 2. We want to set up support and resistance. We want to analyze that range distance and we want to buy from support and sell from resistance. We're doing all 3 steps here. So our support is right here. Our resistance is right here. And if we take our Fibonacci and we take it from our support to our resistance right here, we want to be buying below 50%. We want to be buying at a discount. Anything below 50% is a discount. It's a good place to enter a trade as you wait for that pullback. So as price comes down, it's coming closer to our support level than it is our resistance level. So we're buying essentially from the support level. Now let's keep moving into phase number 3. Draw any trend lines. Are there any trend lines? On this trade right here, as I draw the trend line, we don't have much of a trend line really. Maybe something like that isn't that bad. You can see we had 1, 2, 3 touches, and then we broke through the trend line and the orb at the same time. So that is another confluence telling us that we are bullish here, but it wasn't a great trend line. Now we're already into phase 4, entries. Step 1, picking the right discretionary entry. Now, there's many ways to enter a trade on this strategy. You could enter right here on this candle break. You could wait for a pullback to the bottom of the line, to the top of the line, to the range midline. In this case, I decided to use a fair value gap. As I get rid of this trend line, you can see this candle right here wasn't covered, right? So you could see this 3 candle pattern opened up a gap right there. So I thought price would come down to this level and push up. That's what I was hoping to see on this position. Now there's obviously a ton of ways to enter these trades, and you should watch my streams to see how I approach this discretionary trading strategy every Monday to Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. My win rate so far on stream is over 80%. Now, the next thing you want to do is check your broker spread right here, XAUSDD at 14. That's absolutely fine. That's a good spread. You could trade that. Anything under 30 is pretty good for gold. Then, depending on the type of trade, you want to set your limit order. So on this trade, I was waiting for price to pull back right here. So that's where I would put my limit order. So I would simply come into my MetaTrader right here, click new order. I would set my lot size to whatever I wanted it to be, maybe a small one. Then I would set a pending order, a buy limit order, and then I would set the price that it was and then click place. Now, for the final steps here, we're managing the trade. We got to set take profit 1. We got to set our stop loss. Step 2, we got to take that partial profit, set the break even, and set take profit 2. That's exactly what I showed you in the last strategy. So as for my stop loss right here, you can see I had it right below the range right there. That's also below both of these recent wicks. Then using my Fibonacci extension from the bottom of the stop loss to the top of the stop loss, you can see right here, I set my first take profit level at 0.5. We can go ahead and play that out right now as the price starts pulling back to that fair value gap, enters my trade, and right there smashes my first take profit level. Then I'm pulling my stop loss to break even to manage that trade. And then I'm setting my second take profit to the top right here at recent resistance. So let's go ahead and play out the rest of that trading position as it goes ahead and smashes that take profit right there. Left a little bit of profit on the table. Could have took my exit a little bit higher, but I'm playing it safe. Now, before I take off, I want to show you another example faster. For this one, I'm going to use the indicator right here. You can see the Lux Algo orbs and targets. You can have this free in TradingView. These are the settings that I use. 15 minutes, 9:30 to 9:45 UTC -4. And you can see as the trade plays out, it creates the opening range high for you and the opening range low for you. On this trade, I entered right as the candle closed right there. That's a different entry model with no pullback, and you could see it smashed my take profit very perfectly. Didn't have to manage this one at all. Now, I've also created a Forex trading robot where I can actually test the trading strategy and figure out what entry models are best, and that is definitely helping me. You can see right here on your chart now, I know it's going fast, but it already hit one take profit using the trading strategy, and it is just looking for different trade setups that follow the rules of the trading strategy. And I will be providing this robot in a couple of months once I get it all figured out. You can see it just opened another trade right there and then closed the trade right there for another win. So I want you to keep your eye out for that. And I hope you absolutely love these 2 gold trading strategies that I use to run my VIP trading room. Consider joining that VIP trading room if you want some of my trades. Like the video, comment, maybe watch this video right here. Definitely watch this video right here, and I'll be back next week. Much love.